I was thinking what Democrats need, what we need. What do we need to fight back, to push back against the crazy that's happening all around us, but predominantly in red states? And here's what I came up with. In order to complete or execute the collective effort that we are going to need to fight this crazy, this white supremacy, this hatred, to fight the pushback against banning assault weapons, to white nationalism, all that, to push back against that in order to have and execute an effective collective effort. What we're going to need is our own Harlan Crow. We need a wealthy individual or wealthy persons to come together, pool their money, and say, hey, here you go. We're going to, I'm going to support you being on the front lines of fighting this fight. And here's why I say this. Because in what we're seeing in Tennessee, what we're seeing in Texas with HISD school system, what we're seeing happen in Florida, on a lot of different levels and areas, we need to be able to pull up. Definitely the actual citizens of Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, y'all need to be showing up and pulling up. Whether it's your personal issue or not, you need to pull up and support these individuals who are on the front lines fighting for safer schools, fighting for the LGBTQI community, fighting for voting rights, fighting for abortion rights. Like, everybody needs to be showing up. It needs to be a collective effort. But because they can't lock us all up. They can't lock us all up and they can't shut us all up. But what if we had a national effort? What if you had in January, like right now, people in Tennessee, you should be planning on showing up at your state capitol when they return in January. Whether this is your personal issue or not, you need to be planning and, getting your flights together, road trip, whatever it is, so you can go stand with those covenant mothers and those individuals in the Senate that are fighting for better gun safety in Tennessee schools. That's what the whole entire state of Tennessee needs to be doing. But what we can all do across this nation, we can show up as well. Because again, they cannot lock us all up and they can't shut us all up. We will not be silenced. When this impacts somebody in Tennessee, it's going to eventually come to your state. When it impacts people in Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, it's eventually going to come to your state. So if we were able to fight this on a national level, where people like me and others, I'm quite sure, that are now working predominantly from home and have the flexibility to be in any state at any time, we need to be pulling up. And we need some a financier or a collective group of wealthy folks to try to, put people on planes, put people in rental cars, put people up in the hotels. Hell, they did it for January 6th. Why not do it for people who want to fight for democracy? Why not do that for people who want to fight to make sure that democracy is protected and stays in place?